You think that's every two-parent household in America?
No, it's not. But it's
stop. I'm not done. So that's your dynamic, and that's what you would.
It ain't dynamic. You didn't have one. You didn't have one.
I know.
Zero.
I know.
So you can't gauge.
And neither can you off of your household.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Because it was prevalent.
That is, oh my God. I really mean it. Da, da, da. I really mean it. Hip hop hold down is what we do. Shout out to Bag Fuel. Like, I saw a clip of this online about having a father in the household, not having a father in the household. I don't know the context of what they're talking about. So we're going to react to it right now. With that being said, let's go.
I understand that me growing up with my father, I think way differently than niggas. Niggas that grew up with their mother, they different things. I talked to my man Ron Stu, and he was upset about Kamala losing. Upset, distraught, devastated.
And you attribute that to him not having a father?
Yes, because my mentality, see,
what?
You didn't have it there. My mentality is totally different. I had my mom and my pops in the house. I saw the dynamic. The dynamic is not what everybody makes it out to be. Everybody is imagining what they want their dynamic to be, and they're trying to create it. I lived it. It's totally different. And when I'm around niggas, I say, did you have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you
Did you have your father in the house? No.
Let me ask you a question. Hold on. Let me ask you a question.
Wait, what? Wait, what is someone being disappointed that Kamala lost the election got to do if they had the father in the house or mother in the house or not? Like, what are you talking? Like, what? Huh? You know what? Let it keep playing. I don't know what.
Okay, go ahead.
Your dynamic that you saw, you think that's every two-parent household in America?
No, it's not. But it's
stop. I'm not done. So that's your dynamic, and that's what you would.
It ain't dynamic. You didn't have one. You didn't have one.
I know.
Zero.
I know.
So you can't gauge.
And neither can you off of your fucking household.
I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Because it was prevalent.
That is, oh my God. Oh my God. You can't base your life and your perspective. You can't base everyone's perspective based on how you grew up. Like, everyone who has a two-parent household lives different. Just like everybody that has a single-parent household lives different. Like, my best friend, I call my brother, that lived up the street from my mama house, my dad's house. I don't know why I keep always saying mama, because my dad been gone so long. Then my parents' house, like, he had a whole different dynamic of a family, even though both parents were in his life, other than mine. So you can't base off a decision of how they view politics or whatever based off their two-parent holds. Like, I'm so confused right now. I'm sounding dumb just trying to figure out what he's talking about. Like, I'm so confused.
It was there. You can't compare a nigga who didn't have a father in their life to one that did. It's obvious. It's
Let me ask you this. Hold on.
No.
You sitting there calling women black bitches. That's what your father made you do. Nigga, that's what you talking about. You sitting there calling women black.
You sound like a nigga that was raised by his mama.
You sound crazy.
You sound like an emotional nigga raised by his mama.
I'm not emotional. You screaming, calling women bitches.
They are bitches. They are.
Saying they don't bend.
They are bitches.
Yo, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. The people that saw, look, two-parent households, every two-parent household is different.
Right.
He's speaking on his one experience.
Right.
Nigga, it's some two-parent households where the women wear the fucking pants. Now you say what to that?
All right, I'm going to tell you.
You say what? Answer it. You scream.
Who's yelling? You're the one screaming.
Answer it.
You're the one screaming. Okay, tell me.
Let's take a deep breath. Let's take a deep breath.
Listen, you're the one that's big on case studies, right? You're the one that's big on case studies. Kids that grow up with their father go further than kids that just grow up with their mother. The father presence in the house is the bigger deal. That's the issue. Wait, hold on.
I'm asking a question. I don't understand. I want you to clarify.
I let you talk.
What are we
Maybe
debating?
you get clarity if you don't cut me off. Maybe could that be possible? Could that be possible?
I'm asking you a question.
Both genders, nigga.
That's what you mean.
When girls that grow up with their father
only.
only
Okay.
are more successful than girls that grow up with their mother only. And the same way with the son. The father is the one that's taking out the house. If you even pay attention to the science, right? Let's bust it down. Welfare. You can't get the welfare if the man's in the house.
Why would you have to?
Yo, time out.
That's the point.
You're missing the point, nigga. You can't get welfare. He's missing it. That's what I'm saying. It goes, even a highly intelligent nigga like this, it will go over their head.
It's not
you
going
can't
over my
get
head.
welfare. It's holding separation thing. You know why? Because that man in there creates a big difference in standard and backbone and thought process. He can look at it, listen.
I'm not going to speak to, because I have both parents in my household, I'm not going to speak to what he's talking about right now, but that is very disrespectful to women. Since he's keeping it on black, that's very disrespectful to black mothers. That is so disrespectful to black mothers there have been there's so many people we can point to that only grew up with them. I can literally name you Kanye, LeBron. I can name you so many people that only were raised by their black mother, single black mother, and became success stories. Like, we're not going to disrespect the black mother. Like, what are we doing? Yes, the father is important. And yes, the systems were made to take the father out, the black father out the household, from the Vietnam War to the social programs. Yes, to the crack epidemic, all that. Yes, but I'm not understanding why are we downplaying the black mom just to uplift the black father? We don't need to do that. Both are equally as important. No one is more important than the other. I feel like you need both of them. But shout out to the people that have been able to make it or be able to continue to live out their lives without one or the other. I have a lot of friends that have done that. I don't know what we're talking about. I have friends that didn't even have either parent. That had an auntie. That had a grandma. That had grandparent. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'm not understanding what you're trying to say.
You know why he can't gauge it? He didn't have it. That's why he can't gauge it. I got twin sisters.
insane.
I got twin sisters that grew up in my house without their father. My father was their father. I saw the dynamic. I saw the pain. I saw the difference. My sister is 60 years old. My man be around my sister. She's different. It doesn't matter if the father missing from their life is a big fucking deal. And niggas that's downplaying think that their mother right here can do the father's job here.
I don't think none of
They're
that.
mistaken.
He's speaking for me. Time out.
And he totally thinks differently from me because of that.
Yo,
Point blank.
one, a father is paramount in the success of a child.
Right.
That's one.
Right.
We're not going to argue that.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially in a black household. We're not going to argue that. Number two, he's speaking from his experience. You know how many fathers in a household that fuck the kids up more than if they wasn't there? Fuck is you talking about, my nigga?
What's the percentage?
Yo, I ain't cut you off.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. I cut you off for clarification. I didn't know if you meant just a single father and a single mother versus a mother and a father when you said father being in the household, in the statistics that you gave. Yo, you going by your family household. I've been to your family. I met your mother. I met your father before. Nigga, it's mad households where the fathers ain't shit. Well, not ain't shit. I don't even want to diminish the role of a man in the household. There are households where the mother is the alpha. A bunch of them. Where the mother is the alpha. That's not uncommon, my nigga. So, and you're assuming...
With a father in the house?
Yes. You fucking ain't right.
I don't know those.
You fucking ain't right. How would you know you don't know?
I don't know those.
The same way you just told me,
My
how
whole
would you know?
family's married. I got aunts and uncles. My whole family's
That's
married
your
niggas.
fucking family,
But
nigga.
I'm telling you, I don't know those.
Okay, cool.
But the mother's the king, nigga.
So you're giving your perspective based off your life, what you've experienced. You can't generalize an entire population based off what you lived. That is crazy. Like, what are we talking about?
Where the fuck is the mom of the
That's
king?
you. That's you.
The only niggas that don't got a daddy say they mom of the king.
That's not
It's
you.
not possible,
You
nigga.
wrong. You are
got
wrong.
a small percentage. Mamas ain't the king, nigga.
Yo, again,
when the dad's in the house.
Back to my point.
Yes.
Y'all bugging.
But back to my point, you know your family.
Right.
Let me say that. You know your family.
You know your family
I've seen a
dynamic.
ton of households, my nigga, where
Yes.
the mother wears the pants in the household.
Yeah.
Even from when I was a young little nigga, and you go to your man's house, and he be like, yo, my father, let me go ask my mother. And the mother's opinion
ain't
was
never
super.
seen that.
That's you.
I've
That's you. That's what I'm telling you.
I've learned. Yes, I've. Well, shout out to your family dynamic, So. But yes, I've experienced. I've lived that. Right. There's sometimes my mom gives a kibosh, and well, in there most of the time, my dad, when it's important, like when it's little things. My dad referred to mom like, hey, let your mom, hey, whatever your mom say. But when it's something major and something to where it's a important decision, oh, my dad got that all day. But that's what a relationship is. That's what a dynamic of a father and mother should be. They defer to each other at certain times, at certain decisions, But to solely say, well, the father is the most important thing in a mother, it's like, damn, why are you itching on black moms? Like, I don't understand that. Like, why we got to itch on black moms? Like, black moms ain't been doing a great job why you, like, whether it's because of circumstance, because the relationship didn't work out, because the father died, the father got murdered, the father's in jail, it's just like, but to say, oh, yeah, like, without the father, like, it's a completely different, they don't know how to deal with life. Like, God dang, like, how can you be that insensitive to people? A lot of people in the world have grown up with one parent, and it be the mom. They've done okay. Like, more than okay. Like, that's just crazy to say that based off what you lived. You're generalizing the entire population. That's crazy, bro.
In a small size and use it, huh?
I was my house.
Yo, so you taking a small
One nigga said that. I'm taking a small.
I'm not
one
even talking
nigga said
about
that. I'm
him.
taking a small percentage.
Yo, dog.
It's mad niggas in here.
see you cut
And
me
one
off?
nigga says it.
Hold
and
on,
I'm a small
nigga.
percentage.
Hold on, let him
Bro.
That's crazy.
Just his mother alone.
That's crazy.
Yo, no.
That's my point. You're
Bro.
making my point, my nigga. We got a bunch of niggas who never grew up with a fucking father. That's my fucking
Watch
point.
this. You got a bunch of niggas
That's my point.
You got a bunch of niggas that never grew up in the father. And you just sat here 10 minutes ago and said, yo, if I call you a fucking bitch, then either
What
you
does
gonna,
that mean?
Dog, let me talk.
Yeah.
Either you gonna accept it or not.
What does that mean? Because I
That
call a
means
bitch a
that
bitch.
if you grew up in a household with a mother and a father and it was a union that was honorable, then a man and a woman both have a fucking opinion that is to be honored and cherished. So
Thank
me
you.
calling you a bitch and you just gotta deal with it is an archaic Neanderthal way of life.
Yo, that's the thoughts. Wait, come out. That's
Of a human being.
Come out. No, that's the thoughts in your life. In my household, there was a leader. And my father was him.
And if your father was the leader,
him.
that means he can
He
say.
was him. He had the rifle. He was him. You're talking about something that you.
Why is he yelling? I don't understand. Like, I don't know like, why you gotta yell to give you. Like, why are you yelling, bro? Like, you ain't gotta do that. Like, why are you yelling? Like,
That you want to design, that you never saw, that you want to create. Yo, we should be. Yo, you should have the right. You should have this.
You right.
But if daddy was in there, yo, shorty, I'm the leader. I'm the nigga putting the food on the table. I'm the nigga that got this nigga back. You chill. You didn't have that. I understand that. I had that. I have that now at 82 years old. I see it with my father takes care of my mother, and he's a general.
Okay.
And if he wasn't a general, she would be dead, nigga.
So attribute that
hold
to
on.
your household.
that to your household.
That's
Hold
not
on.
every man, woman,
not every-
demographic in America.
Hold on.
It's not every relationship.
I'm not letting you finish.
I'm just talking.
Nigga.
I'm just talking.
That's not an attribute of every two-parent household in America.
How would you know? You grew up in a
Because I've
one-parent
been
household.
around a million of them.
You grew up
Is that
in
why
one.
you got aunts and uncles? Nigga, I got aunts and
You
uncles.
grew up in one.
What you talking about?
So why is mine not as valid as yours then?
I didn't say it wasn't.
I didn't say it was.
I said that's your household.
Yes.
You can speak for your household.
Yes.
You can't speak for every two-family household in America. That's
you.
what the fuck I said.
What are
you talking about? You know what your experience.
I'm going to end this right here. My point is that I lived it. right?
Okay.
Other niggas didn't.
True.
Experience means something.
True.
I lived it.
You lived
Everybody
your
else,
experience.
listen.
But the shirt over the hoodie is nasty work. I just want to put that out. But yeah, like, that's just funny. A 2-parent household ain't teaching him how to have a conversation like an adult. Yeah, like, it's almost like he's trying to say that people that have a 2-parent household are better than people that don't. And I don't like that. I would never, as someone who was privileged enough to have 2 parents, loving parents, that were together for 34 years, I would never, ever, 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 I would never say out my mouth that I lived better because I had both parents, right? I can only speak to I loved the childhood I had, and that's probably because of my parents, not probably, because of my parents. But I would never issue on another man or woman because they can't control that. That's what's crazy. Like, they can't control who's in their life or who birthed them and their parents' relationship and whether they got together or not. They can't control that. So I'm going to issue on another man or woman for their household dynamic when they can't control their household dynamic. Like, so I don't understand, like, what he's trying to say. Yeah, just because you have 2 parents in the household doesn't automatically mean it's going to be a successful child or it's going to be a great dynamic, because there are 8-ish mothers, there are 8-ish fathers. So yeah, I don't know the conversation they had before that, but yeah, no father would teach their son to call women issues. Like, we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that. Like, that's not, no. Yeah, that's crazy. That sounds very ignorant, but and some kids are just bad no matter the parent dynamic, no matter the household. That's true also. So it's a crapshoot. But no, I don't think it's a crapshoot. I do think having a loving parent, regardless, would tend to probably lead to a child being more successful, not just financially, but in terms of relationships, in terms of communication, in terms of emotional intelligence, in terms of a lot of things. And in regards to quality of the human being, of the personality, I would think, and I would believe that 2 parents in a household probably helps it, but it has to be 2 loving parents, right? That's also important, not just 2 parents. Anybody can be a parent. So, but yeah. I don't know why he was so emotional about that. Like, I don't know why he was so mad for it. Like, I don't understand why he was yelling. Like, why was you so mad? He kept telling you, you're cutting me off while he was cutting Itch off. Then calling Itch emotional is hilarious to me. Like, this nigga said, this video inspired me to start an argument with my supervisor at my job. Like, what? Yeah, like, look at this. As a man who had a father in the household from 7 years old that beat the ish out of my mom repeatedly, kicked us out the house multiple times, had CPS threatening to take my scissors away, I could definitely say that every 2-parent household isn't golden. It is obviously ideal for a child to have both parents, but it's not always better. Also, there are some single mothers and fathers that raise damn good kids. Yeah, like, so I don't know what he on. Yeah, there's a difference between being raised by a father and being raised by a man. But yeah, that's an interesting discussion. Let me know how you feel about that discussion regarding how you feel your parent dynamic, or how you feel the parent dynamic in your household, how that led to who you are today. If you think that affected you, let me know. But like, comment, subscribe, share other things are the things. Hip hop, hold it down. Hold it down is what we do. Me.